Today on Jer and Jeff Eat New West, we're going on a boat.
And to a pub. I was really surprised when you messaged me and was like, I want to do a video on Frankie G's. Not that I thought Frankie G's was bad,
I'm a full
but
convert.
yeah.
But it didn't like take much, like one order of food.
Oh, I'm
And
sold.
to see that, like, oh, that's in-house,
As-
and it's so different than a lot of the places that we're kind of used to, that
Yeah.
are stone's throw from where we live.
My name is Dante Ramos. I'm the chef here at Frankie G's for the past 5 years. Well, basically right now we're changing menu constantly as much as possible. I want to keep things as fresh. But what it is I've kept pretty much the original menu from the old chef when I took over, and just escalated, not necessarily escalated, just made it a little bit more of mine. If you look at when I used to be the chef at the place in Wild Rice, there's these barbecue nachos that I put on there. That's one of my staples that I had at that place, and I brought that here. So some of the flavors that I brought from the old Wild Rice, because I was very creative there, I was able to bring into here and change a little bit. The thing that is also enhanced more is because for usually pub food, I'm sorry, a lot of pub food's just open packages and stuff like that, right? I do have a few, right? For here, I want to make sure that people know that this is pub food, but it's got more flavor. Because I'm traditionally, when I'm cooking, I try to influence all the French style, right? And all the other restaurants I've worked in, put those into the foods. Okay, so I mean, I have some good talent back there, and I like to promote their ideas as well. So I give them recognition on that. This is why we strive to put new things on. Where my sous chef, one of them is his chow mein, and he's just got on board with me. So he's helped me escalate it. And any ideas from my staff in the kitchen, where something that they've had before, let's elevate that and just get our names out there and saying this is what we're doing from scratch.
I've never eaten here. The last time I was at Frankie G's Pub was my 20-year high school reunion. We didn't really eat. We did a lot of drinking. It was fun. They did a great job, but I didn't really try any of the food. As soon as the food came out, I knew that like my expectations weren't in line with what this actually is.
It's just refreshing to have a place that's putting this much care into their food.
Yeah, it's
That
nice.
it's a restaurant that also sells like liquor, but more than just a pub with. What do we need? Chicken strips, burger. Okay, done. Check.
It smells delicious.
That's supposed to be an appy? You're Yorkie?
Yeah, no kidding.
massive.
You're gonna have to eat some of that,
Yeah,
I think.
That's massive. I actually haven't tried that, so I'm looking forward to getting that in my belly for sure. This I've had a bunch of times, but
I tried Calvin's Pot of Gold from their drinks. Is Bullet Bourbon, which you introduced me to.
it's good bourbon.
Great bourbon.
Yep.
Mezcal, 3 drops of bitters, and simple syrup, and then a sprig of rosemary.
Okay.
It's very tasty. Yeah, we
Yeah, as
even
well as-
spotted the guy picking out fresh rosemary, literally making it.
Darren,
Yeah.
the bartender, was pulling out fresh rosemary from the garden. Yeah, it's a nice cocktail.
Yeah.
They've got a decent cocktail list with some
Yeah.
little original ones on there. It's good.
All right.
My beer is just beer, so. You're gonna try this, right? Even though you're not.
I am going to try it. We do have Dancing Guy outside, so if the audio is questionable, apologies. I like his music, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a regular stable to the patio.
Yeah, you were
here.
not surprised at all.
No.
When we showed up and dude was rocking out.
People that live
out
over
front.
here, they know him, know of him.
Yeah.
Harmless guy, but provides some free entertainment. And his playlist has been
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right, I'm going to dig into this guy first.
Do it.
What is this dish that you ordered, Jared?
This is the chili fried squid.
Yeah.
I think it's a sambal base, sort of chili topping with some shallots. It's nice to have a squid option. It's that's not like your usual calamari.
Sure,
you see
yeah.
in every single pub. This one happens to be gluten free.
All right, I'm gonna dig into this guy first.
Do it. Also going for the big boy piece.
Oh, was there a wimpier one I could have gone for?
Right?
Yeah, it's tasty. I mean, squid's not usually my first choice, but yeah, flavor's good.
I realize that. But it's got, lots of flavor. The squid's not over, it's easy to overdo the squid and it turns out to be just a rubbery mess.
It's not rubbery.
I like how they do the kind of like the cross hatching scoring on it, so it kind of curls up, so they're big, decent chunks.
The presentation is really fantastic.
That's unreal, like how big that Yorkie.
Yeah.
You've had this at other places?
Yeah, it doesn't
Kinda-
normally look
kinda
like this.
common, but
I'm a sucker. Yorkshire pudding is
Yorkshire
like
puddings are awesome.
one of my favorite things in the world. I love that you get all the juice in here and yeah.
Oh, so good. That Yorkshire pudding is on point.
Yeah.
Can I take these bread scraps?
Yeah, go for it. You like this, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not something I could normally just sort of get, but
Okay,
There's
we're off to
something-
a really good start.
something comforting about that. I like, certain tastes and flavors that bring back kind of memories. I'm thinking like grandma's
Yeah.
like Yorkshire pudding.
Yorkies are the easiest things made, but what it is, I think it's almost a little dangerous making Yorkies from scratch, just because you have to have high heat and all that stuff. Many people have burned themselves from doing Yorkies. Exactly. So the first thing we do is we do that first thing in the morning because we have to crank our oven up to 500 degrees, right? And then again, just traditional Yorkie recipe. I haven't veered anything from that. And then it's just, again, it's all timing, how long it sits out for, and the room temperature and all that, and how you bake it, right? And it comes out massive. A lot of times where you look at, I can only make a certain batch because I can only put one tray in the oven. All the stuff in the middle gets small, so I do have some small ones. So every now and then you'll get 3 pieces, right? But the outer layers I use best for the Yorkies. Yeah.
It tastes like what you're saying, like it tastes like my grandma's.
Yeah.
Be better. Right?
Yeah, and again, that's what we're trying to achieve here. When I say we, not me, it's my team and what the boss wants.
A lot of firsts. Right before we went over, you were like, hey, maybe we take the Q to Q, which, if people don't know, is the ferry from the New West Quay to here. From here, well, we took some detours, but it's like what'd you say, like 8-10 minutes walk?
About that, yeah.
Yeah, it's quick.
From the ferry dock on the Queensborough side to here, so dock to door.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how fast you walk, say 8 to 10 minutes. Through a really nice little boardwalk, which is a little bit different than what we have on the quay side, and then through a kind of the residential neighborhood, but a nice, quiet, serene walk.
I don't know, you were saying while we were traveling over, and I totally agree with you, like, this make a good date night.
Regardless of the location,
Yeah.
the food coming out of here is, I don't think there's anything that's really better
Yeah.
over on that side. And if anything, I think this maybe stands out from some of the offerings that we've got close by. That sounds like
Yeah.
a total advertisement, but like genuinely, I go out of my way to come here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see why. Like, I'll be back for sure.
I don't want to use the word Gastro Pub too loosely, but I mean, I'm trying to go through that direction. And if you go to certain Gastro Pubs, the flavors are there and the presentation's a little bit better. Again, working at the casino there and a lot of other places being chefs there, fine dining and all that, it's all about presentation. And I want to influence that. And with the team that I have back there, some of them are old school, which is good. And some of them are young kids and all that, so just to train them on presentation. Because realistically, it's a lost form of art, I guess. But if you look at here, we always eat with our eyes, right? If you look at certain other places where they have massive, massive portions, and I'm not gonna say which restaurants, but they have massive portions and the price is cheap, and the flavor in it is just not there. You just see a big pile of thing, great value, but the traditional Welsh fries we eat with our eyes. right? So if you look at the quantity, people are like, oh my God, listen, I'm so hungry. Half the time they don't finish that, they take it home, right? So we always eat with ours, like, oh, I'm so hungry. And when they see that amount of food on certain plates, there's no way to finish that. With ours, I mean, I try to go somewhere where it's still filling enough, you know, and then you leave satisfied.
I'm glad I tried the butter chicken. It was creamy, not overpowering. The naan was tasty. I really liked the presentation.
Fish tacos are always good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had a whole seafood. Like
I was kind of going with the seafood.
We arrived by river, and then you were all in on.
It seemed
yeah.
fitting. I'm always just a sucker for fish tacos, and it was kind of a sunny day, so it seemed like the right choice.
So
Did it live up to the hype? I've been hyping this
you
new bar.
you hyped it up to the point where I thought overhyped.
Okay.
It did live up.
It's not like me, overhead.
No, not like you at all. I did think there was no way it could. I was really impressed that he was the chef at Wild Rice.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. Like, and I don't know. I miss Wild Rice. Like that was totally one of my favorite spots before. I was super sad when it closed down. Now I want to try all the stuff. I was scouring the menu, seeing if he had Kung Pao chicken on there. But yeah, it was great. So
leave the mainland, head over to Queensborough. At most, it's a 15-minute drive. Or if you're fortunate enough to live near the SkyTrain or the Quay here, take the ferry. It's every half an hour, and it's actually the hours are extended now, so it's running until around 9:30, I think, on Fridays, on weekends. So. No excuses. Get over there.
I agree. Check out Frankie G's. Thanks, guys.